Yes, gentlemen, welcome to Escaping the System question and answer section with Miles Lawson.
All right, welcome, sir. So, all right, today's question, sir, what do you think about men who turn to drugs and alcohol to help erase their pain?
Well, in our society today, a lot of men, you know, have turned to drugs, have turned to all of these things, all of these coping mechanism in order to numb their pain. Because I'll be honest with you, women will go through a lot in this world, and instead of going through it just like that, they've devised a means, to like step into another place where you can just feel relaxed, feel unbothered, no worries, no pain, right? You're just not yourself, but you're yourself. So many people, I do believe that people who run to drugs to face or to run away from the objective realities of life, I see them as cowards, right? And I'll be honest with you because I've been a coward before. I've run to drugs when things were tough for me, right? So I'm going to like speak my experience. Okay. So back in the day when I was going through a little bit of hardship, based on my current state back then, I was in school and all of that. So I don't have to go into like full details, but I turned into drugs at a certain point. So I was on this shit, I was smoking, I was doing all manner, majorly smoking weed. So I was doing it, and my hope was that I needed to do it so that I can be all right. I can just escape the realities of life and just be in the moment and just enjoy it, catch the cruise. That was the word we use, catch the cruise. So we do this stuff, to just make ourselves feel good and escape the objective realities of life that we're supposed to face. So we do it continuously over and over and over and over until it got to a point where I was so good in this stuff. So I thought maybe I might start making money with it. So I turned to a baron. So I started selling samba, the samba. Yeah. So I started doing this stuff. And it got to a point where we sold. So in our neighborhood, we have like a couple of streets and estates. So the landlords, they knew that okay, these guys are selling and they are disturbing the street. Everybody just smoking and all. So they had to like call police. So police call our. They were on our radar, right? So one fateful day in the night, well, about our usual, in the bunk doing our thing. So we heard the police siren coming in. So it was an hard boss. Everybody find their level. You get. So I was on my way home, and I thought the police did come. So I saw their van in one place, right? And I thought to myself, okay, let me go and inform the others that these police have not actually come. They are still around, you know, so that them they can take cover and do their thing. So there I was contemplating, right? I've been doing my akpa like this. So my drugs and the inside my akpa. So I hold my phone for hand. So as I was contemplating. So one of the police followed a blind spot, right? Then he pointed the gun at me. Hey, you stop there. So I looked at him. He looked at me. He was tall, huge. So what I did was I threw my slippers at him. Like where I was standing, I threw my slippers at him. Put my phone in my bag. Put on for gear, finish. I run. Wait, I can't hear from my back. Boom, 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 boom. Bro, I was not even bothered to look back. Pressure. I did run. So I had a friend of mine who was there. He was discussing with another friend. So he saw me running. And he was with his he had his contraband on him. So as I was running, I passed him. So when you're running, you still hear people talking. So as I was running, he was telling the other guy that he was with that I know that man, I know why they run, I know why they run. The other man told him that no, you didn't pursue now. So he removed the other guy's hand, follow me. Me and him, they run. So the police, they got to the other guy and picked him and put in the van. So me and him were just running. Just running. They run, they enter bush, they go. So anyway, to cut the long story short, I reflected about it and I thought about it that I would have been in jail for selling drugs. Maybe my life would have been over somehow. Maybe the police would have caught me. Would they shoot at the spot? So I reflected enough, and I'll be honest with you, God really helped me out. Because normal me, I know who desire say I won't stop, right? So God really helped me out, and today I've stopped. I'm 2 years now without having a taste of weed. Never gonna taste it in my life because I feel you escape reality by doing it. So as a man, I do not really think any reasonable man should escape reality by smoking weed, by choosing to smoke weed and remain like that. Now you might think that there are certain high class people doing it and it's good, but you're not like them. You're never going to be like them. They've got shit going on for their life, and you don't have anything going on for your life. Nobody even gives a shit about you. Nobody knows your name. Nobody will care if you died today. This is why God said, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary is like a roaring lion looking for whom he may devour. So we got to be sober, we got to be vigilant, we got to reflect on the things of life, understanding it the way it is, taking hold of it the way it is, and just facing reality the way it is. Because at the end of the day, you might want to escape your problem. You might want to escape the realities of life. But they are already going to be staring you in the face when you wake up, when you escape and come back. Because when you get high, it wears off. You go come back low, and your problem will be there. So why not face it head on? Why? Why would you have to numb the pain and feel lethargic and all of this stuff? Everybody catch the cruise, they feel like, bro, it doesn't look good on you. It doesn't tell well on you. If you ought to be a gentleman, if you ought to be a high-class, valuable man, you ought not to smoke any weed. You ought not to do any of this alcoholic shit and end up like a loser somewhere. Because it's always losers that do this degenerate stuff. But I'm speaking to you because I believe that you can be a high-valued man. You can be a class. You can be classy. You can be that classy man. There are several things that you can do that can better your life. You can go to the gym. You can take a good diet. You can read a book. You can learn a skill. You can do different things that will add color to your life. Instead of sitting there with your friends, laughing and smoking weed and talking about girls or talking about football or talking about things that don't matter. Is what the system wants. The system wants to infect the men so that they will not have any desire to have a fantastic life. I mean, when you smoke the weed, you might have all of this ginger boost of it, like your dopamine level will increase, you will get all of these motivations, but once it wears off, you become a shit. This is why you need it. This is why you want it. This is why you love it. Because it makes you feel good, doesn't it? Makes you feel very good inside of you. But without it, you're just nobody. So can you see that you're being influenced and being controlled by a spirit that you don't even know about? But you wrap it up and you light it up and you think, life is good. Bro, that's not the best for you. You got to be sober, man. You got to face life. There are people facing life. Do you know how much you will cover? Do you know how many pains where you go cover? Where you say, if you stop to smoke this thing, if you're good, right, and you're smoking weed and you're good, if you stop smoking weed, you'll be better than good. You'll be far better. You go realize things. You go do things. You go make clear decisions. You go bust your mind how much you go feel achieve without you smoking weed. All my friends smoking weed, I've left them behind, bro. And I can tell they are not on my level no more, bro. And I don't want to even blow my trumpet. Our reasoning level is different. Only the reason I like. The gap is wide. Our approach to life is different. But yeah, I know you might think and say that, well, the destination is the same. True, the destination is the same, but how do we get there? How do we get there? I want to get there as a champion, someone who merited it. That's how I want to get there. I don't know about others, but I want to deserve the life that I get. I want to deserve it. I want to look back and say that I deserve these things, these fine things. I deserve it. This very moment, I deserve it. I carved it out. I worked hard for it. So I'm not going to like say and advise you and tell you that, listen, smoke weed. I know some people even come up to me and say, well, once in a while, I need to do them every time. Bro, you don't need it. If you need to do them every time, you don't need them at all. You don't need them at all, honestly. I believe that people who smoke weed on a constant basis are retards. Complete retard. I was before. Even though I might say that then I was not a retard, but I was. And if you have told me that I was a retard, I would have argued with you. Because I saw people not smoking weed then as, stupid people. I thought every man has to go through shit, which we all do. And they have to like numb it with the pain and smoke weed and just feel relaxed and excited for a minute until it wears off and you buy again and you do it. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't look good on you as a man. And bitches do this stuff too. And I don't want to even, I'm not talking about bitches now. But for you as a man, you need to be a classic man. You need to achieve to the highest echelon of masculine capability. You need to be that guy. And for you to do that, you don't need to be smoking weed up and down. I went extreme. But I realized that this is not the way. I can't achieve my dream life doing this stuff. So I need to let it go. And I did. Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate all the love. Catch you sometime. Hope you learned something in this. Tell me what you think in your comment section.
All right, thank you so much, sir. Till next time.
All right.